Hi there, everybody. It is time for another Pan-Panen Pious Prophetic Pondering, episode 3. Okay, so today I'm going to ponder a little bit about angels, demons, magic, King James, Kabbalists, mystics, the Ethiopian Bible, and Gnosticism, because we need to talk about this stuff. All right, so the big point here today is I got my notes here in front of me. The church lied, all right? They manipulated, they oppressed, they tortured, and they committed genocide to hide the truth about the complexity of magic. They did. They did. There is biblical magic. There is. They banned it from the Bible, and we're supposed to be using it properly with God's, blessing, all right? Biblical magic was censored by most Bibles, except for the Ethiopian Bible and the Colburn Bible that's not been censored in. Biblical magic was inverted, Luciferic-like, and perverted by the church before trying to destroy the evidence that it ever existed. King James has a lot to do with the final nail in the coffin because he believed witches were trying to kill him. That's real life, y'all. And secret societies and different sects, including I am of Nyingma lineage in Vajrayana Buddhism. It's an esoteric branch of Buddhism, and it goes through the mysteries, and I also study that type of Taoism as well. And they've kept a magic alive for good, bad, and for people like me who research and study it. So what am I here to tell you? Well, my last video, I told you that the angels are a Luciferic deception. They are. Not the angels are a Luciferic deception. The angels are also aliens, but those are God's angels, the good aliens, the good Elohim. The bad ones, the fallen angels and the demons, those are being passed off as extraterrestrials, generally Orions, Greys, Draconians, reptilians, the lizard people stuff. Anyway, yeah. What was I saying? Yeah. It's so weird talking about this stuff with everyone, but I'm going to get used to it, I promise. We got to ponder this stuff. It's important. It's important to get comfortable talking about the truth because this is how they try to silence us. They tried to make us self-silence. They tried to make us so insecure that we can't talk about things reasonably, and that wasn't very nice of them. So anyways, there is a good Kabbalah. There is a bad Kabbalah. There are evil Kabbalists. There are benevolent good Kabbalists. There's angel magic. There's angel numbers. There's synchronicity. All of these things are real, and all of the Hebrew letters are the fire letters. Those all have special encoded meanings and everything that we're all supposed to know and learn. We're all supposed to know astrology and astronomy. We're not supposed to be doing divination. We're not supposed to be doing witchcraft, but we're supposed to be able to look to the sky, not be ignorant, know the signs of God, and know what he's telling us. And if people didn't go around the rules and skirt around the rules, or just sort of be, independent and autonomous like myself, a lot of people aren't studied simply because the church tricked them into Satan's bidding. So here I am trying to undo some of it, especially talking about King James, the worst translation of the Bible you can get your hands on, because the root source material wasn't translated that well in the original Greek and in the original Hebrew. It wasn't a good job. And King James was literally a very paranoid person who a lot of people didn't like. And he wanted to edit and wield the Bible for power to hold over us like we're a bunch of slaves and keep us a bunch of slaves. And, we need to talk about this stuff. All of us do. Witchcraft, the anti-witchcraft clause was not in the Bible until King James. It wasn't there. And it's not in the Torah. It's not, the Jewish people do not believe in any of this. The Hebrew Israelites, they've woken up. They're not buying any of this. And that's who I'm listening to for the Christian point of view most at this point in time in my journey. And the mystics and all of the secret society people, unfortunately, they went in the shadows, and at least they kept the stuff alive, but they didn't always use it for good, and they didn't always use it with God's blessing, which is very uncool. The Ethiopian Bible is something that everyone, I suggest, get their hands on, because it has both the traditional Bible, the Apocrypha, and the pseudo-epigraphica, or whatever it's called. Very important to have. Anyway, the point is that most Bibles have like 1/3 of the Bible in them, and that's not cool. A lot of the material is destroyed and censored. A lot of voices that we need to hear, because the Bible is kind of to keep on going, and it's only good for this world. And this world is ending pretty soon, like in a couple of decades. When all the continents like go to where they're going to go after like the pole shift and the disaster cycle, which by the way happens every 6 to 12,000 years on a small and big scale. It's coordinated with the sun, it's coordinated with our orbit and where we are in the galaxy and astrology and all of that. And if people knew their astrology, they'd know it's a coming. Back on. So, yeah, everyone needs to start trying to scour these resources to get as many answers as they can, because people like mess up our resources. And King James, that wasn't Christ-like. That wasn't Christian behavior. Shame on you, King James. Not cool. Okay? You had people disobeying God because you're afraid of everyone who has more power than you. Sad, sad little man. Sad little man. And I don't care if they're like now claiming all this other weird stuff and putting him on a pedestal because they're like claiming he's black. I'm sorry. I don't care what ethnicity you are. Going around and trying to enslave people and manipulating holy texts is bad. Bad, King James. Bad. So, I guess that's a pretty good pondering. I have a few more to do. I'm going to put some links below so you can learn more about this topic. King James, his demonology, the Ethiopian Bible, the Cobran Bible, Gnosticism, Kabbalism, angel magic, demons, all of that. I'm gonna put some links below, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks so much for coming to another pondering. I'm gonna get another one right out to you straight away. Fern Kid out.